Hello and welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to more Dominions, the big squeak war. Things are looking not so squeaky anymore. Atlantis is covering the map. The other enemy players have they're kind of weak, really. It's just Atlantis. So I was looking through comments on some of the earlier videos that are posted, and people are like, "Have fun with Atlantis," and I'm like, "Yeah, you're kind of right." So yeah, that kind of happened.
I mean, Carlis or Femoria. The thing is that right now the armies that he has on the front are pretty weak, but he's got like 3, 4, 5 forts or something up north, and he is wandering armies downwards. So I think that will start changing rather quickly.
Yep.
Because I am losing my forts. He took my fort. He took Minestra and he razed it. And he has Kepria, the one that I built there.
Which is useless, lovely, and he upgraded it for whatever reason, like a Mongoloid.
And he also took the one that Agartha had, so that's another one for him. So, yeah. And I also have this fucking Basalt King who's just walking around and taking everything, and I can't... I don't know how to catch him.
Yeah, catching units in this game is very annoying.
There are ways to do it. For example, if you have a decent commander who can actually lead troops and also has 2 air magic, you can use an enchantment spell called Cloud Trapeze or something like that. I don't know how you pronounce it. And that's basically an instant movement. And I think that will catch him before he moves away. However, what I'm trying right now is to just summon some birds on the province that he's in right now. But I don't know if that will actually happen before he moves out or how that's going to actually function. So I guess we'll see for science and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But other than that, they also took the fort that I have south of Bertos, the Kuna Iral. And even if Macone moved their armies on top and have like 480 siege strength, apparently the army inside is too strong and they cannot break through the wall. Which is incredibly saddening.
Yep. So, let's go through the battles. The Battle of Jira. So I summoned these wolf guys everywhere, and we'll just look at one of them because they are. It'll explain the rest. Number one, I can't pick their layout, and they're pretty fucking awful.
They are.
One just died there. I'm pretty sure of that. The werewolf himself isn't too bad, but his wolves are. It's making me think that those packs of wolves I summoned, it was a horrible mistake.
Yeah, no, if you're gonna do anything with these guys, or like if you're gonna try to snipe a province with them, you're gonna have to use a lot of mages and summon them all in one province. So they can just overwhelm enemies.
Yep.
But they're basically just slightly stronger birds. And we have seen how effective the birds are. They just die in like 1 millisecond. Because the thing with the wolves, and it's the same thing with the birds, they only have their natural weapon, and it's length 0. And if you have a length 0 weapon, you get, even short swords can repel you, and you also get a penalty towards getting past repel because your weapon is length 0. So they are pretty shit overall.
Yep. I only won one province with them, and that's because there's like nothing there.
Yeah.
Okay, so no battles so far. Oh no, was there not a single battle worth mentioning? Okay, there was the defense of Crystal Fields, but that's not a that's just province defense, so meh. Non-forest. Meh. But yeah, that was it for me, really.
Yeah, I think pretty much all of the battles were trash.
Nothing interesting this turn.
We basically just traded provinces.
Well, I'm just the problem with again, like we had said for, I think we'll just it's just demonstrating itself now. It's just because we can't attack Atlantis, we could fight Atlantis if we could properly fight them and go into their territories. We could hit them hard, but because we can't, all we are left able to do here is we just have to sit
Yeah.
and wait for them to come within reach of our armies, and then hit them. Then I guess. Because there's an army of about 290 of them there, and I have this pretty big army here, but it's, again, I need it to be bigger, so I'm just going to have to let them take that, and the hopes that they'll upgrade it for me, I guess.
Yeah.
I have half of mine to take half my army and just go back and take back all those provinces there in the north, or to just jump here into the Verdant Steppe and just knock that back in my favor. But there's a big army of 120 there, and there's, again, just nothing we can do about it. So it's just kind of like, sit here and die. We've mentioned this in the other series that we did. The reason why we won't be doing big water maps is because this is just not very entertaining, nor is it very interesting. Because there's just nothing we can do about it.
Yeah.
But that's okay. We learned our lesson about how naval factions work in big games, so we'll have to make it much more interesting next time. So overall, strategy-wise, we're going to be attacking Sketchy with these guys here. They might not be able to break through. They might actually just get defeated. I do not know yet. We will see. We will see soon, I shall say that much.
Is he standing on his fort?
Yes, he is.
Yeah, then you might have some trouble, because odds are he will just sit there and force you to do what you did to him.
I'm just going to go in there after him. I'm not going to... I don't have the army, nor the... There's no reinforcements coming up here. These guys are on their own.
Yeah.
If I did send somebody, we'd have to smash through that. And what I'm doing here is I'm getting everyone here to push back down here. And then we'll turn around and deal with that army there, which is going to roll up over those provinces there. Unfortunately, there's just nothing we can do against Atlantis because water faction.
Yep.
But that is okay, because next time we'll do a map. We like I said, I think I was talking to everyone over there. They're like, yeah, even the enemy team's like, it's kind of bullshit. Because the map layout's just, they're like, we have total dominance with the water. Whoever wins the water, we kind of had a suspicion something about to happen, but we didn't think it'd be this much of a steamroll. But for the next one, we're going to readdress the water, because we're going to generate the maps, and the map's going to have smaller bodies of water, so we won't have these big steamroll events here, and we'll have drones on, so that should fix some of the problems we ran into with this campaign.
Yeah.
But as it stands, there's still some big battles to be had. Nerfy's territory is yet to fall. I'm probably going to poke Carlos and be like, hey, can you send guys to go deal with that? Because I want to know what happens.
Yeah,
but
me too.
I think I'm very curious, because if a god is dead in Disciples game, does that mean that we lose? I would think we would. But I don't know.
Yeah, that's the thing. I don't know either.
So that's kind of what I want to find out. Because technically I'm the god's son, so does that mean I become god? I don't think so. But either that, I mean, there's not a lot to say. This episode's actually going to be kind of short. Because the reality of the situation is they're pushing in everywhere. There isn't much we can do right now. I think you're going to try... Are you going to try to go for Kepria next?
No, I'm moving the army that I have in Menestra over to the Misty Bog, rather. Because I would know that he's
You're trying
moving...
to intercept that, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I'm trying to kill half his army while the rest are just standing there. But Carlos is kind of sneaky sometimes about that. And
Carlos is random, so how Carlos gets around you...
He might move his entire army back to Misty Bog, is rather what I...
That would suck.
Also, I just noticed that he's building a bunch of Cynocephalian warriors in the caverns, which is just south of Capria. So he's going to start raiding Macon territory soon.
Mm-hmm.
But Macon is... I'm building 2 new forts with Macon. Both at the edge of the water. And I'm also sieging that little fort out in the water at Jelinia Gora. But
They're stuck there now.
I'm very worried that they're just gonna get screwed soon. I'm summoning like 50 birds on top of them just
Help.
just to add some troops, but I don't think that birds are gonna do anything.
Yeah, the birds are kind of fucking trash in this game.
Yeah.
That
So,
is
I guess
okay.
See how that turns out. Otherwise, I'm just taking back the territories around Aeoli.
Which is
Not
good.
much more going on there.
Knock those back into our pocket. If you could, go to the glowing caverns, but I wouldn't really worry about that because there's an army there. You might try marching to Thadaz.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Only 40 guys, but you never know. You never fucking know with that fat little Carlos. He's always rotund, doing evil things. Well, shit.
Mm-hmm.
I love how there's still neutral provinces over here.
Well, where?
By his capital, he hasn't even taken them all. Independence and independence. Carlos is... I think what we found out, reason why Carlos is kind of... Like, he's kind of a dead weight for most of his team. He's not really that much of a threat. I think that's why Viper is so mad, because his team's kind of like letting him down. The only one that's been carrying them has been Atlantis. It is Atlantis. I'm like, if it wasn't for Atlantis and he was on land, this would be a very different game.
I will say that Atlantis has done most of the work.
Their team is not doing well. Even still, like Fomori's doing okay. Viper's just not doing good at all.
No, he has like 3 provinces.
He's
just stuck in that little area.
Like, he's gonna break out eventually, but that's only because Atlantis helped him. Atlantis saved the day for their team. God damn Atlanteans. Oh well. Either way, I think that sadly wraps up everything for this video. But you know what? We will look at a battle because we should, because it's not very interesting to not have a battle. So let's look for the most interesting one we have.
Most interesting one.
Which isn't very many, I know. Oh god, there's so... Like, there are just not a lot of good ones here, sadly.
Oh, you lost to some neutrals. Nice.
Yeah, I know. Fucking... Some skellies got me. Random event. So those can happen. I had the garrison pretty high, but I needed to be a lot higher.
Yeah.
It's a waste of money, honestly. Easier to send an army to go take it back, but I'm not worried about them right now. Oh, fuck. What is a battle that's worth looking at here? There's got to be one.
I don't know.
Aquesta. Aquesta it is. This is high numbers here.
Yeah, that's like
this
the only one.
But
it's still... yeah,
it's a blob of little black dudes. No, they're gonna get slaughtered. So why are they so bad, you ask? Because I can already see people asking. Well, they have no armor. All they have are these hide shields, and these hide shields are not actually the worst things ever.
They have protection 0. Oh no!
But they have no protection. They die to literally anything and everything. And here we can see what Carlos's army comp is. You know what? These battles can be useful still. We can see the army comp for the armies coming up ahead. Carlos's army here is fucking trash. It's not really that scary. He builds these
Fomorian warriors are decent, but they're only decent.
They actually end up. I think he ends up losing a couple here. Little barbarians are dying. Barbarians have no armor against archers. That's why they just get fucking one arrow and poof, dead. They're all dead.
Well, you can still take damage on your armor. Like our arrows don't always hit the head, but they are very vulnerable against archers.
Okay, no, we'll do some more battle analysis because we're gonna have to. Because if the battle's gonna be this kind of like meh, we have to do something in place of nothing. So Crystal Fields is the other battle that was kind of quote unquote significant, if you could say any battle was significant. Now, the province defenses are just province defenses, but here we can see that he has blessed a lot of his dudes. He did cast Grip of Winter, so he's trying to freeze the battlefield.
Mm-hmm.
And then he cast Fire Arrows, which is kind of probably not the smartest thing, honestly. What are these little hazes? Light of the Northern Star.
Wow.
This spell makes wizards on the battlefield more powerful in astral magic.
I mean, he's not losing anything by using flaming arrows, so might as well. At this point, he has so many mages. He can just research everything and just.
This is his
use
mage
everything.
core back here. That is a lot of mages. Not these guys right here. These guys are just like shitty spearmen. These guys right here and there. No, not there. Here.
Yep.
That's his mage block. His mage core, as they're called. Communion slaves, because he's using communion magic, which means that the communion slave, how that works is every mage sort of like, there's the communion master, who basically casts the spells, and the communion slaves use their, like the fatigue is dumped onto the slaves. They're basically batteries for the communion masters. So that's kind of how that works. Because he's using communions. So that, I mean, look, we can explain at least that. There's always something interesting to say. It's just the battle itself is rather boring.
Communions also make your mages stronger. Because every two communion slaves that you have gives you +1 to your magic paths, which will, first of all, I assume it will reduce the fatigue that your slaves will take, but it will also just make you do more damage.
Makes your spells more powerful. Which is, communions are extremely strong. We just need to get a good communion group up.
Yeah.
Just like blood magic is also strong because how it works too with the blood slave, because it kills the little blood slave, and the dead blood slave is used for the blood magic. And blood magic spells, blood magic I think is just generally the best, one of the best magics in the game, because as far as summons go, because blood magic you can summon some of the best fucking things in this game.
And the blood magic attack spells are also really strong, but
blood magic is
really annoying. It's really annoying to use.
Yeah, because you gotta get the blood slaves.
Yeah, and also because your blood slaves are units, so they can die from just like arrows.
Archers, yep. And if they die to that, then you can't use their blood. Which is poor. That sucks for the blood slave.
Yep. However, what you can do with your, like, if you have an army with a lot of blood mages, you don't necessarily have to just grab them from your capital or your towns. You can just go raiding in enemy territory and raid on like one of their farms or something, and then just blood hunt there.
Blood hunt and steal their people and make their people sad, which would be funny.
Yep.
I should probably do blood hunts as well. I don't have much blood magic. I don't have a single point in blood magic.
There's no point if you don't research blood magic.
Banishing demons. That's not gonna be useful. Bind Spine Devil. I don't have enough good blood income to make use of this stuff. Like, look at that. Binding a demon lord is 150 blood slaves. For Looming Hell, I mean.
But it
Ain't
It
that
actually
bad.
doesn't take that long to get that much. As soon as you have a decent amount of blood mages.
That is true.
Uh,
But I think that kind of wraps up this video because there's not a lot more to say.
no, I think so too. I mean, unfortunately, not every single turn is going to be
As interesting,
action-packed.
but at the very least, know that there are big battles coming because you might have a big battle over here.
Yeah.
We're gonna have a battle with Sketchy that's gonna be pretty big, and that's gonna determine whether
Holy shit,
I
he's
have
got
no troops.
so many dudes.
He just keeps pumping them out.
You're gonna die, dude.
I'm gonna die, but I'm gonna die with honor and
Yep.
glory. Like, yeah, sure, whatever makes you feel better. Shut up. And then we're also gonna have a big ass battle down here. Honestly, with him being in the water, it's just there's not much I can do except just sit in my capital. Because if I leave my capital, he can appear. He sees my capital at all times. He has forts here, so he could just pop up an army. 1 turn, 2 turns, he's taken the capital. So I can't leave the capital and go too far. Otherwise, I get sieged down, and then I'm dead.
Yep.
I'm stuck because the water's got me cooked, sadly.
Yep.
Oh well. Either way, until next time.
See ya.